Hi Stampers, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Today I'm going to focus on a stamp set that you can earn for free during our Sale-A-Bration 2016 catalog period. And this one is called Honeycomb Happiness. And we've got three images here that coordinate with the honeycomb embellishments that you can find in the Occasions catalog. And these are cute little honeycombs. They come flat like this, and you just open them up and glue them to your card front. And the stamp set, as I stated, is in our Sale-A-Bration catalog for 2016. And it's one of those stamp sets that you can earn for free for placing a $50 order. Now, what's really neat about this stamp set and the honeycombs, when you open up the honeycomb, they will fit on the ice cream cone, the balloon, and the belly of the little chick image. But what I'm doing today, I'm not actually showing you a card, but I'm going to show you something that I wanted to try with the honeycomb. So let me show you what we need for supplies. I've got the Tip Top Taupe ink, the chocolate chip ink, the chocolate chip refill, the 3/4 inch circle punch. I have a spritzer bottle, and I have one of these for each color, each Stampin' Up color. And what I do is I cut a 1/2 inch circle with the cardstock for the color that I have in my spritzer. And this one happens to be chocolate chip. I also have them all labeled because I'm anal like that. And what I do is I fill this up about 3/4 full with rubbing alcohol, just rubbing alcohol, regular rubbing alcohol you'd have in your medicine cabinet. And I add about 10 inks of the re-inker, and then I just shake it up. So what I want to do today, I have cardstock piece that I used, the ice cream cone image. The little experiment that I want to do today, I've got the mint macaron color, I've got the blushing bride color, and I'm also going to need the inks for those two colors because we're going to color the background. And the white I want to turn into a chocolate. We're using the chocolate chip color that I just showed you. So I'm going to bring in some scrap paper. And we're going to put the white one down. And I'm going to shake up my spritzer a little bit. Move this over just a little bit more. And all I'm going to do is spray the honeycomb. And as you can see, well, no, you can't see it. Let me see if I can move it over. It is now brown. So we're going to have chocolate chip ice cream on the ice cream cones. Now, while we are waiting for this to dry, I'm going to show you how I prepared the honeycomb. That's where the 3/4 inch circle punch comes in. So I'm going to cut 2 of those. Because you can actually, these are self-adhesive. You remove the backing and you can actually press these down in place. But I'm finding that if I adhere a circle to the back, that they're a little bit easier to play with. So now I'm just going to fold this over so it meets the other half. And that way I can just add glue and press that in place. So I'm going to do this with this one also. So just press half of the circle in place. And of course you still have, you still have a little bit of glue around the outside of your circle also. And this is one of the cards that you would either have to hand deliver or add a little bit of padding so that the honeycombs don't get squished. I even thought of maybe just gluing half of it down and then putting a little note there to tell them to open up and finish gluing the rest of it. So that would be another option for mailing. So now let's do a little bit of coloring. I'm going to bring in the Blushing Bride and the Mint Macaron, and all I'm doing is pressing in the center. Actually, I forget to leave this one open. If you flip the cover over, you'll see where there's a well of ink on the inside of the cover, and that's what I'm going to be using to color with. So let's do the Blushing Bride. And pretty much I'm just going to color the bottom of the ice cream portion because the remainder of it is going to be covered with our honeycomb. I'll add a little bit more on the ends to darken that, just to give it a little bit of shading. Now we're going to use the Mint Macaron. And I did stamp these images with Taupe ink, which is an ink that when it gets wet it would smear. So I'm trying to color quickly here, just so I don't smear it. And now I'm going to bring in the chocolate chip and the Tip Top. And again, we're going to be using the ink from the inside of the cover. So here's my chocolate chip, which will tend to be dark. So I'm going to start in the corner and just work my way over to the center, and it'll lighten as I go. And the same over here, start in this corner. And then just work. I'm going to wipe some of it off and just work my way to the center. You can see how it's a little bit darker on your corners there. Okay, so the ice cream portion is all set. Now we're going to work on the cones using the Tip Top Taupe, which is the same color as what I used for stamping the image themselves. And I'm just going to put a little bit more where the waffle portions are. One more. And by this time I'm hoping that the honeycomb that I sprayed is nice and dry. So now I will add some glue. I think I need a new bottle. Okay, I now have a new bottle, so this should work. So I just added a dab of glue in the center of each cone. And I'm going to add the honeycomb in the corresponding colors that we just colored with. So this one's the Blushing Bride. And this one is your Mint Macaron. And now I'm going to try out, it's still a little damp, but the back of it is dry, so I'm going to press that in place. So we now have a chocolate ice cream cone instead of white, and that came out really nice the way it spritzed the color on there. So that's what I wanted to show you today, was how to spritz the white. I did try the other colors, like here's the Mint Macaron, and those do not absorb the ink like the white one does. So I think the white one is the only one that can be colored differently. There is a sample in the book that I can show you that has the little chick here with yellow, so you could spritz that one with yellow. And of course, by the time the video was completed, I did finish my card. You did see a picture of it at the beginning, and you'll see a picture of it at the end. And I will also list all the supplies I used today and a link to my online store. And don't forget that you can earn this stamp set for free during Sale-A-Bration. Thanks for dropping in.